Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the decadent and capitalist world of Graveyard Keeper in its alpha version. Going to meet a new friend today. This is the Astrologer, a man of science, unlike the Bishop. Seems like he's looking right through me. Unfortunately, it seems he does not want to talk to me. Hi? Yeah. Okay, so... Apparently the man of science does not wish to talk to the peon. It seems he is too preoccupied with other things. Or maybe he's just an arrogant sod. What about this guy? Hello, honest tradesman. Do you have anything except that fishing rod that I've already bought from you? No. Right, so how do I get the lighthouse keeper to pay any attention to me? I suppose I could wait till midday, or possibly there's the young astrologer. Got mentioned that there were two of them. I wonder if the other guy's down here. Doesn't look promising, does it? Hello? Anybody? Ooh, berries. Yank. No, I'm getting some resources while I'm here. For the people, of course. And just take a wee walk round the back. No. No. Maybe the astrologer can be persuaded to talk to me at night. In the afternoon. I mean, it's not like he can do any stargazing at the moment. The sun's right overhead. So why doesn't he want to talk? Yeah, wooden sticks. Those will come in handy for the garden. Okay. Up and round. I was hoping this guy was going to talk, but I now have a new mystery to solve. How to get this guy to say or do anything. Well, let's head back to the town. I suppose there's always the possibility that the young astrologer can be found in there, and maybe, just maybe, he'll be a little more sociable, and that's a little less likely to be up against the wall when the revolution finally comes. Hello, Doug. Good to see you again. Still out of your brain? Yeah, probably. Right. Back to the town. We'll stop by the Dead Horse. See if there's anyone of interest to be found there. But aside from that, I don't think there's going to be much else to do today except a little bit of prep work in the graveyard and maybe try and get some other stuff done. The captain. Bad luck. Not today. Not today at all. Fine. Okay. How can I get home? You're at Dead Horse. Okay, that's medieval. Maybe. What year is it now? Right. Okay. Haha, yes, it's not nonsense, though. Everybody knows that the Earth is flat. 1204 after the ancient contract. What's the name of our beloved kingdom? The Kingdom! And this is definitely not beloved. No. I just need to speak to someone about the astrologer. Maybe if I go and talk to Jerry. That seems like the best way to solve this problem. Of course, I might have to wait a week. Well, I've got the garden to take care of, get that going again. And there's always more research to be done. Science must continue after all, even in a backwards medieval kingdom 1204 after the ancient contract. Although ancient contract does sound highly ominous. So let's toggle this wood back home and see about making grave stuff and generally improving the graveyard. Also, well, like I said, stop off at the garden and start growing some plants. So, what do we have? Garden bed with sticks. Okay. Seems like a good place to start. Yay, I can plant stuff. I need seeds and or fertilizer. Ha. Okay, that's going to be problematic. I have no idea how to get those at the moment. I suspect I'm going to need to do more research, more science. Farming and nature. So, Master Gatherer, I can gather more resources from all plants, can gather berries, mushrooms, etc. Aha! Blueprint compost heap to produce peat. That will come in handy. Also, I can make, well, wort, but I assume eventually that will translate into beer. After all, there's winemaking later on. Vine trellises, etc. Transplanting works. Okay, also, I have the option to start gathering honey and beeswax, but I need the option to get the beehive, to get them onto regular production as well. Okay, let's stash the ash while we're here. And maybe think about some more storage space when I have time. For the moment, though, let's go make some grave stuff. Yikes, so I need gravestones. Yeah, me'll do for start. Some honest work with which to blow away that excess energy. And having done that, it is time to sleep, and thence to once more sedate the masses until it is time for the revolution to proceed according to plan. It must occur at the proper moment. No sooner, no later. Right, the bishop will be here, of course. And, oh yes, that... I think I've got a body to deal with. 67% dead. It's gotten a bit right, guys. Oh well, we'll just pop it in here, dump it on the table. I have some questions. How do I talk to the astrologer? So smart, very cheerful. Really? He was an antisocial git when I met him. His wine was the best. He was a big fan of the lighthouse keeper. They used to hang out. Yeah, we know that. Where is the lighthouse? I found it. Really? Really? How do I get to the library? Obviously through the church. Yes, we know this. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I will go and get you some silver quality wine as and when. Clearing out this stuff, I need simple parts and wedges, and I also need to start thinking about making a sawmill as well, but that's a problem for later. Right. Go and plant this headstone quickly, then see about more fencing for the graves. Oh yes, and keep the bishop happy. And on up we go. Chunk, 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 chunk. Yank, there we go. Another +2 quality graveyards back to 10. I need to get the graveyard to 30. So that's going to mean a lot of fences. In the meantime, however, let us pray. Principally for the idea that I might actually know what I'm doing. Hello everybody, welcome once again to this sermon. We shall craft and preach, and you shall leave your collection in the book box by the door, as usual. Our church great. Bring forth the revolution. From each according to his means, to each according to his needs, and my needs are somewhat greater than all of yours. Now, begin with the shiny stuff. And... mediocre. Your donations are indeed welcome, as is your faith. Especially since that means I'll be able to do some research. Seriously, great sermon? The shiny fizzled and you think it was a great sermon. Well, either I'm taxing them a bit too much, or they're not feeling very generous, because really, that looked like about, 1 silver. Bleh. Pretty miserable take, honestly. However, it does mean that I can get a bit more theological research done, because you need faith to do research. So, first and foremost, we shall investigate... None of those, because none of those will generate theological research. I need to go and... well, dice Mr. Dead Guy down there, or go and get some bits from storage. Either or, but Dead Guy is quicker, so the weekly service is done, Bish. I hope you're happy. Would be ashamed to have to bash you, after all. Let's drop in here and see about... Ooh. Youch, and it was a high-quality corpse as well. Right, let's extract the skull. If nothing else, it will keep Jerry here company, and possibly allow him to wax lyrical about the virtues of drama. And we'll grab some bone as well. And then I'm going to just... I need to figure out a way of disposing of corpses without actually burying them, because I'm starting to run out of space. However, side problem for the moment. The immediate concern is science. Well, I suppose natural philosophy at this point, or where the bishop is concerned, vile heresy. It's one of those points of view things. Alas, poor Jerry, I knew him well. And, oh, yeah, that'll do nicely. Let's also study some bone. Yep. This bone can be put into powder. I wonder how that works, because that's a study table. Alchemy table, perhaps? That's the workbench. Ah! The alchemy table. I think I've got an option to research one of those later on. However... alchemy. Where did I leave my alchemy? Farming and nature. It's not there. Building? Not really. Do have the option for wood cutting, which would give me more efficient usage. However, getting the research on the circular saw is now possible, so all handy. And just check everything else. Talk to the astrologer about the portal, but I need to talk to the astrologer, and that's proving problematic. Okay, well, I suppose I could go try and make Wagner happy and get some paper and ink. Okay. Seems good so far. Alright, need to focus on my tech research, for which I am going to need... Well, I can make some paper to start with, and that'll keep the actor a bit happier. I also need to figure out how to make ink. Actor needs 10 papers, so I need to do this 3 times, which handily coincides with the amount of pigskin I've got. Well, officially it's pigskin. There we go. Right. So, plans. We all have our plans. And for the moment, my plan is, I think, going to be... Yes. Head off, speak to the actor, get him happy, and see where we go from there. Do need to figure out how to make ink. And also, perhaps need to speak to Mrs. Charm, see if she can tell me anything about the astrologer. I'm certain someone mentioned a young astrologer earlier, but... Well, the other guy didn't look young at all, and like I said, wasn't chatty. Maybe it's disabled because this is still in alpha, but maybe not. Maybe I'm missing something. Anywho, focus on what you can do, not what you can't. And in this case, hoovering up tech research and some sticks for the garden beds will be handy. I also need to work out how to get seeds. I'm guessing that'll come from uprooting plants, but kind of hard to be sure. There we go. So, I'll just stop in here. Go speak to everyone at the Dead Horse. Starting with the actor. Hello, my friend. I have paper. Paper is paper. An extension of the poet's soul? Yeah, let's assume there's nothing poetic about paper. You could be wrong about that. Where do I find ink? The old astrologer, yes. He was my supply for that. It's fine. Okay, so what about the old astrologer? He's old and mad. Almost 3 years, and almost studying as well. Yeah, yep, it's flat as a pan. Maybe he will. And the lighthouse, it's on a cliff to the east. Haven't seen active feast for a while. Thank you, I think. Anyhow, Wagner's got his paper, so he's now a happy man. And Ms. Charm, I have some questions. No questions, apparently. Do need to pay her another compliment, however. And I do need to bring back the necklace from Snake as well. Of course, Snake has his own issues, namely getting through that gate. Right. So, tasks. We all have our tasks. Starting, I think, with heading back and getting some more of the garden infrastructure up and running. Although I still need to work out where to get those seeds. You'd think it wouldn't be that hard. All I have to do is go out and, well, get some seeds. Maybe if I start with picking some flowers. No, that just got me some flowers. Well, a flower. Didn't even get me flowers, plural. More sticks, that's handy. What's this? Possibly a mystery. There we go. I suppose I could go exploring. Got a bit of time. And of course, the merchant's in town tomorrow. I wonder if I could trade with the merchant for seeds. After all, he's the one who's trying to get me started on the farming side, so he can, of course, ruthlessly exploit it for profit. But hey, I know he wants to do that, and he knows he wants to do that, and he knows I know, and I know that he knows that I know that he wants to exploit it. And if you want to drink, sorry, I haven't figured out how to distill alcohol yet. Right. Okay, so garden is coming around nicely. I just need to work out how to plant seeds. Seeds. Shouldn't be this hard to find seeds. What if I harvest a bush? No, that got me lots of berries, and I'm sure they're fascinating berries, but doesn't tell me where I'm going to get seeds. Oh well, let's drop all of these into the cooking pot and see if I can make anything more useful. I've not got much energy left anyway, so it's going to be one of those things. Also, dump off the body parts. Don't ask why I'm keeping those in the house. It's just a convenient place to stash them all. Right, so we have jelly, flowers, mushrooms. Oh yes, flesh. Well, I suppose we can start by making some use of that. Oh, berry juice. Handy. That might be useful. Yeah, I've made some berry juice. Also, I'm almost out of energy. And slice up some meat. Also used all my apples too. That's why I definitely need to start growing some apple trees. Okay, so what about cooking? Baked apples, sauerkraut, mushrooms, pancakes. Some of this looks pretty decent. However, baked meat, well, you don't ask too many questions, do you? It is a pretty efficient conversion rate. Just need to figure out how to grow onions as well to start making burgers. And turns out the requirement for burgers gets a little more complex. Cabbage soup, all the other stuff. And green jelly, for which I need honey. For which I need to figure out how to make beeswax. Ooh, berry pies. Those are worth investigating. 35 energy per. Again, if I can make honey, I can get some cakes made as well. Okay, so work out how to get honey to the list of things I need to do. For the moment, however, it's going to be a case of, there we go, out of bed. Sleep gains slowed down dramatically once we got to the day cycle. So back to the town, speak to the merchant and see if he's got any seeds that he can sell me. I mean, I'm sure he's got seed capital, but you can't plant coins. At least, not literally. Metaphorically, that's another matter entirely. But literally, no. The IRS won't take it as an excuse either. Right. And then, of course, I need to focus on tech research as well, which means trying to get some more grave stuff built, headstones in particular. Once I get up to 200, I can get the sawmill made, and then I can start clearing some more of those passages. Next stop, however, is the merchant. Hello, merchant. Greetings. You can indeed. Now, Do you have... Won't buy my stuff, yes. You'll be surprised. Oh, thank God. Ah, it is the Palaces of the Tap. Oh, yes, of course, the merchant. Right, so we need to trade. And do you have anything? Grape seeds, grape seeds, grape seeds. Right. Okay, well, I suppose we can try it. Let's grab a couple of the silvers and one of the gold. There you go. And I need to talk to you about actually using the plot. I forgot I hadn't done this. Yes. I'm sure you exploited some poor sod until he couldn't pay, and then you no, that's too much. What about 5? Also too much. Maybe we can discuss some kind of barter. Well, the terms of your rent, but let's see how far we are. I think of you about carrots, cabbages, and onions. Then I'll see you as a business partner like a long-term deal. What do you say? Yeah, okay, let's go with that. So, I have my task for merchant. Carrots, cabbages, and onions, and what do you need? He likes delicious food. I'd never have guessed. No doubt bought off the sweat of the working classes. And he gets the hiccups. So, the hiccup grass can help, and there's plenty of it in the swamp. Right. So... vegetables and hiccup grass. Unfortunately, he can't sell me any... Well, he didn't have any useful seeds, so... Nope, purely grapeseed. Doesn't have anything else. It does have some high-quality food. Mind you, he's probably keeping the best stuff for himself and not sharing with the proletariat as a good member of society should. Oh, friend, she's busy right now. I can't even mine her clay deposit either. What about harvesting some of this lettuce? Nope, no, pity. Oh, somebody got a mole problem over there. So, still need to think about seeds. Also, I need to get off this hill. Yeah. And back we go. So, let's see if we can get these seeds planted to start with, and then see about crafting some more grave stuff. Snake's Day is tomorrow, then it's the Inquisitor. Can I make flyers yet? Technologies. Theology. Yes, I can. Right, so if I make some flyers, I can start making the Inquisitor a little more of my friend and less likely to just stick me on the barbecue at the first opportunity. Details. However, for the moment, plant these seeds. Let's try and get some grapes going. And then realise actually you're going to need grapevines to get grapes going. Right, what if I try just a basic empty garden bed instead? Doesn't require any resources, and it might work with the cheap stuff. Or then again it might not, because I'm not actually carrying any of the cheap stuff. Mushrooms. Alright, let's try planting you. No, does not work. Still haven't figured out how to get seeds. Timber. Grab you. Drop you onto the logging pile. And also dig up the roots just to clear some space and get a bit more tech research. Check all of this stuff. Polishing paste, needs seed oil, river sand, and bowls. Wooden planks come in handy later. Sword I've built. Iron chisel I don't have the parts for. And there's graveyard stuff as well. Okay, which is much less energy consuming? Yeah, than the stone stuff. So we'll start with some wooden planks, possibly because you can't make it straight from scratch and you therefore have to blow the resources to make it in several steps. Let's start with a wooden grave fence. Also, you get less research. How much energy have I got? Not quite 45. Om nom nom. Right. We'll get a stone grey fence done as well. Hopefully this will give a nice chunk of research. Get that done, get the sawmill in, and progress is made. Note to self. The stone headstones are by far the most useful method of getting research. Okay. Also, I haven't really been out to the west of the church yet, so that's going to be something else to take a look at. So, first and foremost, we'll get these things planted, pretty the place up a bit, and chug a bit more bread. Quick bar, by the way, very handy. So, plant a grey fence. There we go. And plant a grey fence. Okay, quality 14, I can make 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. We're getting there, but I'm going to need to bury some more bodies first. And, oh, good news! We have frogs, we have a swamp, we have a very busted bridge, but I can repair it. I need nails, flitches, and a single plank. That's actually quite an easy fix. Huh. Okay, well, nails I can do with iron, that's nice and easy. Wood's not a problem at all, I've got plenty of that. So, nom down some bread, some honest sustenance of the working people, and then go see about making some flitches. I think I needed 7 of those, so do 2 shots there, and also make a plank and some nails. Okay, 1 flitch. 2 flitch. Eventually. There we go. Craft up some nails as well. Yeah, half a dozen should do the trick. Okay, let's get some more iron on the go first, just to replace what I've used. I need more fuel for that, which means more firewood. Which means another quick choppy session here. Well, 2 choppy sessions actually, but... Okay. Iron, fuel loaded, iron bar, cooking. There we go. Alright, smelting technically. Details, details. Also, I need to get rid of that haunted tree. Right. Actually, I could maybe... If I can get some more theological research done, I can start doing those improved gravestones. And oh yeah, I need 6 more nails and a plank. How many flitches do I need? I've got plenty of those, right. So 1 plank, and the rest of my bread, and some more nails. And then the bridge will be repaired and a new world will be open to us. Well, technically a new bit of the world. I mean, as far as these people are concerned, it's probably an ancient world. And if I'm really lucky, it was simple neglect that let the bridge come down and not, say, a rampaging horde of monsters on the other side. I mean, there's no possible way they could have knocked the bridge down deliberately because of a horde of rampaging monsters on the other side. Right, guys? Right? Well, we're about to find out. Also, place for berry bush and apple tree. I need peat, which means I need to get a compost heap going. But I still need to get seeds figured out on the garden, which comes with its own problems. This game does rather let you find things out by trying out. Also, I've got the other half of the graveyard to explore and clear at some point. However, for the moment, repair the bridge. Let us create the access way to the new world. I'm totally not going to regret doing this. There we go. 1 temporary bridge fix in play. We have a swamp. We have a very large swamp. Ooh, this is where the merchant thought you could get hiccup grass. Huh. mean, there's absolutely no way that exploring a swamp at the dead of night when someone presumably knocked that bridge down and it's a total... hiccup grass. Give. How do I get to you? This way? No, that's a dead end. Yank. Okay, take a right. Take another right. And maybe... Yes, we have hiccup grass. Excellent. Not enough energy. Oh. Nuts. And I've got nothing to eat either. Curse you, physiology. I'm going to have to make my back out and then come back here with a full load of energy and plenty of food, which is going to mean a lot of wheat. Out of the swamp. There we go. And then back down to the bridge and home. Which I think means actually taking the road. Well, I could see where the road's actually going to go. Looks like it's mostly mist over the river. There's some stone to grab. Ooh, another fishing place. And a waterfall. Excellent. Well, the bishop was looking for fish, I believe, so that might be a good place to start. And oh ho, what's this? Path to the forest is closed in Alpha. Okay, so that's not going to open up anytime soon. Also, interesting metal there. Worth checking out when I've got some energy. And what looks like toads? Maybe. Okay. Time to head back. Let me see, it's Inquisitor Day. I don't have those flyers ready to go, so I'd probably best not go and see him. Got nothing useful to say, and, well, I'm sure he has exactly one penalty for people who waste his time. Same as all the other penalties for crossing the Holy Inquisition. Death. The method may vary, but the end result suspiciously tends to be about the same. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, farewell.